Hey everyone, we're here at NAMM 2020. We are on the Sabian booth with Mr. Mark Love. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome to NAMM 2020.
So you're going to show us some new gear for this year?
Yeah, we have some exciting new products, some line extensions on some of our most popular series, and we're real happy to show you around. They're really exciting.
Amazing, thanks. Let's go.
First off, I'd like to show you the new AAX thin hats. A little bit of history. Last year at NAMM we introduced the AAX. We realigned and remastered the series and we really improved it. But we kept the most popular selling models, the Explosions, the Omnis, and some of the models that really did well. And we remastered the studio stage and metal into thin, medium, and heavy. But we're real excited to show you the 15-inch thin hats. The trend has been for a number of years thinner and larger. So a little bit larger hats than your 14s, and the thin top, medium bottom, real glassy, real airy sounding, just a beautiful pair of hi-hats. Check these out. "15-inch AAX thin hats." Next we have some FRX. Now this was a series we introduced 2 years ago, and these are frequency reduced cymbals. These cymbals are designed for small environments, churches, where traditional cymbals are just a little too loud. And this year we're adding to the series, we're adding an 18-inch Chinese. Now when you think of a Chinese cymbal, you don't think of a frequency reduced cymbal, but because of this design, it's one of the smoothest Chinese you're ever going to hear. Very musical, not as harsh as your typical China. So take a listen to this. Just a great addition to the FRX line. And also we've added a 10-inch splash, a little bit of a different whole design, but just what that cymbal needed to take out any impurities, any gonginess. It's just a pure, airy sounding splash. And just take a listen to the sound. So there you have it, 2 additions to the FRX series. Check them out. So the last quarter of 2019, we introduced HHX Complex, and we remastered the series, the HHX series in general, keeping the more popular ones again, like the Evolution, the Omnis, the Extremes, and the ones that do very well. But we've added to that series just recently. We've added the 21 and 22-inch HHX Complex Thin Ride. And they're a great cymbal, nice light ride. You can use them as a large crash, very versatile. They've got the dual hammering process, the hand hammering combined with the HHX hammering. Just a really rich, complex cymbal, as it says. So take a listen to those. That's the 21, and this is the 22. I love those thin rides. Also, we have a 10-inch complex splash. So if you're looking for a splash that's got some character, some bite and aggressiveness, but really clean, this is probably for you. So check out the 10-inch complex splash. So there you have it, the HHX Complex. Also this year we have 2 flat rides that we're going to be offering as limited edition cymbals. Now, it's very exciting, the history of these cymbals. This 18-inch is actually one that Chick Corea got from Roy Haynes. He was gifted a cymbal about 50 years ago, and he sent us that cymbal to emulate, and we've made a few of them, and he loves how it turned out. Like, he didn't want to lose the sound of that cymbal if something ever happened to it. And there's a million people that want that cymbal because of its history. It was really famous for the tune "Now He Sings, Now He Sobs" by Roy Haynes. And this is going to be a cymbal that's going to be highly sought after. And also, with Chick and the Dave Weckl relationship, Dave, we've been working with him for a number of years on a flat ride. We made a bunch in different sizes, but we ended up with this 21-inch ride. It's going to be called the Urban Flat Ride, and I might mention that the Chick Corea one is going to be called the Royalty Ride. So these are very opposite acoustically, but very interesting, and a lot of drummers are going to like that. Flat rides are coming back in fashion, so listen to these. And the urban flat ride. There you have it, 2 exciting flat rides. Also this year we have something very exciting in graphic cymbals. Now this is a concept at this point, and we're going to work out the details in the next month or so, but we've got some cymbals here of different series with some really cool graphics on them, and we're working towards offering these this year, probably our catalog models with specific designs that will be available for the drummers now, so now they can match their cymbals with their kits, and hopefully down the road we can work towards custom artwork. I mean, that's our goal. So, but these look fantastic and they sound great. So take a listen to these. Great looking. So watch for these in the near future. These will be available shortly.
I'm loving the look of the artwork on these cymbals. Can you say any more about how you get the artwork on there?
Well, it's actually a proprietary process that we're working on, and I know drummers are going to ask, well, how durable is that? And we've kind of mastered a formula that protects the color underneath, so because you're going to be hitting them with sticks, right? So we want them to be durable, and we want them not to affect the sound or very minimal, and we're really happy with the way they turned out.
So essentially there will be no wear on...
I mean, anything's going to wear over time, but they're going to stand up. These cymbals had a lot of traffic yesterday. There was a lot of players just wailing on them, and they look, you know, just like they did when we put them up. So I mean,
it doesn't seem to have any sort of major effect on the sound. They still sound really resonant.
No,
and
this
full.
is a 21 Legacy, and you know, it's, you know, still sounds like a Legacy.
So much flex in that cymbal.
Yeah, and this is a 22. It really depends on what you start with. I mean,
yeah,
you know, if you hear it before it's applied and after, it may be a little bit darker, but that's about the only change.
I particularly love this.
Yeah, that's like
here.
A graffiti design.
Yeah.
It just pops. The color just jumps off it.
I can certainly imagine there would be a lot of kind of, you know, teenage, guys starting out, and certainly a 16-year-old me would have been all over that for sure.
Yeah, you know, and you know, we hope to work towards custom designs in the future, but that's a ways down the road. But we wanted to be the first to market with this and get it out there as a concept.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for showing us around, Mark.
Thank you very
much.
Really
appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Cheers.